All right. So this this is pretty much going to be a project check. I don't have my stand, but I get that soon enough. I took the engine out itself. Let me show you guys. You probably know what happened on the engine. As you can see here, through a rod or something like that on the side of the engine. It's pretty bad actually. So even here. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to take valve cover off. I'm going to take the head off. I see it needs to be cleaned already. So I'm going to take the head off. Hopefully the head is good. I keep that for something else. I'm actually looking into another car. I know, not sure why, but I'm thinking that the four-door sedan, like larger Grand Marquis or Crown Vics or Mercury Cougars, are a good fit because they'll be cheaper, but it might not be easier as a platform. Probably easier than a Jeep. I was hopefully trying to find another Jeep body, but I do want to do drifting, so I do got to keep that in mind, even though I really like the Jeep. I think it's still capable of doing drifting because I did do it once before, maybe more power sliding than drifting. But yeah, the Jeep itself has a lot of space in the engine tunnel. Alright guys, spider web here. And the transmission is pretty... I pulled both out at the same time, which probably wasn't the best idea. The transmission is like huge and so forth. What I'm trying to see if would the transmission be able to work with any 4.6 liter like V8. The bell housing looks pretty standard, and I looked at things, and I also want to figure out if we can take the converter off. Like if I took the converter off here and just had it standard, shaft without the converter, I wonder would it leak or anything like that, or what's in here. So that's another thing I'm going to do. I'm going to take that off and check that out and look at that. This is pretty much going to be an update video for what I'm going to be doing. Probably going to be doing this next week because I waited too long this week making a video, a rap video. The drum patterns were kind of off, but I'm probably going to freestyle on that soon. But probably work on this next week. What I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be taking off everything that I want to keep, like the fuel injectors. I'm going to leave this pump. I'm going to leave the alternator so I can probably get some money off foot for scrap. I'm going to take everything in regards to the clutch out, just in case if I can use it as a conversion. I want to take everything from the clutch out, so I'm going to take that out. I'm going to leave the brake master. I might take it out just because it's in the way of the clutch. And the clutch itself, I got to figure out how to take that out. I'm going to leave the wire harness. I'm going to leave, there's some parts in the car, I'm probably going to leave those parts as well. It's a shame. I'm going to take the seats out. I'm going to keep the radiator because it's brand new, and some of the other parts that are new that are in the car. It's a darn shame because I was ready to race it, but the engine blowing up is not really the reason that I'm considering getting a new car. The real reason is if you looked at my previous videos, you may or may not have, but I did a lot of body work here because it was in a bad accident. The metal was actually over to here, and I was young, made some dumb decisions. I spent $700 to get the car out of the tow lot because they didn't tell me they was charging me every day the car sat there. So I paid $700, but I probably should have just left it there and got a new car with that money, a new Jeep. But I went and repaired the Jeep. The only problem is all my repairs are turning to crap. They're like rusting away. You see, it's pretty much falling apart. But even if it wasn't rusting away, we don't know. I'm gonna probably want to drive my race car on the road a couple of times. So I'm going, if it was an impact collision, that will, who knows if my welds hold, or if, you know, they don't hold and I'm like, you know, I die. That wouldn't be a good thing there. So I'm gonna get a better body to race with, and so forth. I did a lot of work, you know, got the roll bar set in there, the seats. I'm gonna take the seats out and keep the roll bar in. I mean, I cut the back to make it look like a hatchback design because I like the 8-6 drift car. So I took the back and cut it and so forth. It was doing okay, kind of rough, but I made it work. This is a 1996 Jeep Cherokee. So for $400, this is not going to be the project car, but for $400, my boss helped me out in getting this truck. It's probably going to be my daily. It's going to be my daily. I'm debating it being the new drift car, but I'm actually looking for another vehicle to take up that spot. So this will be the daily, and then I have another. I get rid of the Jeep, and I get another car to race and to work on and to build. So this is pretty much an update video. Next week or sometime this week, I'll post a video of me actually working on the Jeep, taking off the parts. If I have time and a little bit of light, I might do a little bit today, change shirts. But pretty much, this would be just an update of where I'm going and what I'm looking at. My issue is I don't have a lot of funds, I don't have a lot of money, so I can't really do too big of a thing. But I got the approval, a little bit of approval from my dad to be able to get another vehicle and to get rid of this one. He's been a little stubborn, not wanting too many cars. This is my brother's car right here. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna see how it goes, and we're gonna make it happen. All right. This is DJ JTL Money Productions signing out.